Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb, and today we're going to be taking a look at Pseudocrypt. This module works very similar to the very old module of cryptography, whereas essentially what we have here on the display is a series of scrambled letters, or scrambled words rather, and they're all not going to be exactly what they are. So what we need to do is we need to figure out the count of words, the count of each of the words that we have here, based off the letters, and essentially what we need to do is we need to find that sentence that appears on the display. This display can of course be a lot longer, but it will always be at the start of a sentence. Keep that in mind. So it's very similar. The concept of this module is very similar to how cryptography actually works, and it's the exact same sort of concept of looking through a series of texts. Cryptography has the Christmas Carol, A Christmas Carol, and this is going to be from a prologue of Into the Wild, the first book in the Warrior series by Aaron Hunter. That's the difference with this. There is also a different way of how you actually have to solve this. Normally with cryptography, all you had to do was we had to find a series of different letters, for example, WSAID or something like that. That could be potentially somewhere in a cryptography sentence. We needed to figure out the order of this. However, with this module, what we need to do is we need to figure out one instance of a specific letter that appears in the exact position of which it does in the actual text. So as it says here, all punctuation has been removed, and every instance of the letter has been replaced with another letter except for one. And that is our goal. Our goal is to find the letter that is the exact same, is in the exact same position as it is in the actual sentence. And then we're going to submit that. There is going to be one exact character. That's what we're going to do. So what we normally need to do is we need to essentially write down the amount of letters in each of the words, and in this case we actually got really lucky with this being a short sentence. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 7 for that first one, then 6 for the second, then 4, then 2, then 3, and then an 8 for that last one. And that is our entire sentence. So let's look around, and this appendix is what we're going to be essentially looking at in here. We're going to be looking at this. It's a little bit longer than the normal cryptography, but this is essentially what we're going to be looking for. And this is actually going to be a really short sentence, and this is actually going to be really helpful because of the fact that this 7 is a pretty big word to start with. So let's take a look. It will always be at the beginning of a sentence, so keep that in mind, and let's get into it. So 7, 6, nope, that doesn't work. Nope. Nope. And you can go through this pretty quickly if you read it and you get a sort of a hunch of how to count words. So no, it's gonna be not that. Nope. Looking. Five and that's an 8, not a 7. We're looking for an 8. Behind her, nope. Tiger claw, that's a 9. So we can pretty much skip all tiger claws because there's a lot of them in here. ThunderClan is definitely not a 7. Blue Star is an 8. Nope. He retreat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7. However, this is not a 6 immediately afterwards, so that's not it. Spitting and snarling, nope. For a heartbeat, nope. What's this about? Nope. No. Red Tail looked down at his. Here we go. So Red Tail is a 7. Looked is 6. Down is a 4. 2 is at. 3 is his, and warriors is 8. This is the sentence that we're looking at right here. And know that it is a perfect sentence. That's perfect. That's what we need to be doing. So now, what we need to do is we need to go through each of these individual letters and figure out which one is essentially the exact same on the module in this sentence here. So, red tail looked down at his. This H right here is in the exact same position as it is on the module with this H right here. So H is going to be the letter that we're going to submit with this. So let's navigate over to H. We hit this with the center display. And just like that is a solved module. Let's go over one more example. This module is pretty straightforward with exactly all you have to do is just that. It sometimes can be a little bit further down, but in most cases you can pretty much figure it out pretty straightforward. That like as I was going down with that 7, you could cross off a lot of different options. the a, the, and so on and so forth. That's just a very easy way of just making this module pretty straightforward. So let's take a look at one more final example, and then you shall be on your merry way. So let us take a look. Let's see what we get. Okay, a little bit of a longer sentence this time around. Definitely. So we have 3, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then we have a 6 afterwards, 2, 1, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I believe. That's an 11. Wow. Then another 6, then a 4, then a 5, then a 3, then a 6. Definitely a bit of a longer sentence. That 11 might help us. Is, for example, Sunning Rocks an 11 one? Because that's going to be what we're looking for here, because that could potentially be one of the names. For example, ThunderClan, Sunning Rocks, Tiger Claw. We could be looking at this. So, uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a 12. ThunderClan is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That could be the 11 that we're looking at here in the middle. So it's not necessarily in the beginning. Let me just make sure that it is actually 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is indeed 11. So probably what we can do with this knowledge is we can simply search up ThunderClan and let's see what we can find. And immediately, I believe I actually just found it right here. The Desperate Scream. And one other thing I forgot to note down is that all punctuation has been removed. There is going to be no punctuation in between. For example, all the question marks, the apostrophe, all the quotations. That's going to be essentially what we're looking for. However, I do actually believe I found it right here. The Desperate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Scream is going to be 6, then 2, and then 1, and then the 11 that we had here. And then the she-cat, note that it also removes this, the dash as well in between them. So she-cat is essentially just one word. This is going to become 6, which is exactly what we need. 4, 5, 3, and a 6. This is the sentence that we're looking at here. So let's take a look. So the clamor, the desperate scream. Oh, and it's literally the first character. So that's perfect. So this tango for the at the first beginning one is what we're going to submit into the module. So let's do that. So let's hit tango, and just like that is a solved module. And just like that, that concludes our tutorial. As always, stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.